If you want to get faster around the Italian Grand Prix circuit, you have to watch this top 1% hot lap. Let's go board with Rullatorn to see how it's done. We've got an incredibly long run down to turn 1, but once you arrive, brake in a straight line at 125 meters or just after the black wall on the right disappears, third gear and turn in just after or once in the center of the AstroTurf on the left and start getting off the brakes. Release by the apex off the inside curb, then up to around half throttle, and once the car's in the middle of the circuit, switch over and turn to the left. Dab the brake, cut the first section of the inside curb. As you pass it, slowly apply the throttle and unleash the steering wheel, getting as close as you can to the outside curb without touching it to avoid wheel spin. Hold the car tight to the inside through turn 3 to minimize track distance, going all the way to the track limits but not over it. Then turn 4 coming up, brake at around or just before the 100-meter board. Alternatively, brake immediately after the orange barrier on the left. Turn in at the start of the entry curve and slowly reduce braking power. Into fourth, off the brakes either just before or at the apex, and you want to fully cut the inside curb in order to open up turn 5. On the throttle even whilst on top of the inside curb, then down to around 70% throttle as you approach the apex, getting as close as you can to the sausage curb but never riding it. Hold the throttle on exit and only as you start to straighten up, increase the power using the entire outside curb whilst keeping the wheel level, avoiding the gravel and gaining maximum traction. Let the car rev out in 6th gear, and now we are turning in and braking when we pass the 50-meter board or exactly in between the orange barrier and the green wall on the left of our screen. Braking at 80% force momentarily at this corner as it's all about maintaining the highest minimum speed possible. 5th gear, get as close as you can to the inside curb without touching it, and back on the power to push the car towards the outside. Go all the way to the limit using the AstroTurf, but immediately bring the car back on track to avoid picking up grass. Quickly up to 7th gear, then braking right after the 50-meter border as you see the sponsor board take over your screen on the left. Only quickly at full pressure, then release as you turn in and shift down to 5th gear using engine braking. Off the brakes just before the apex, use the inside curb and the outside banking to help with your line and speed, then immediately back on the throttle like the previous corner, hurrying out and placing your left tyres on the AstroTurf from the car central on the curb. DRS is now available. Find the path of least resistance, use this time to help us reach 1,000 subscribers and press the button below. Here comes Ascari, brake at 75 meters or where the orange barrier is on the left. Get to the outside curve if possible, but instantly start turning in just before you reach the middle of the curve. Down to 5th gear, off the brakes by the apex and cut the inside. Up to the sausage curbs but never over them, and as soon as you start to leave the curb, on the power and quickly up to full throttle. Ride the entire curb initially, but move away as the sausage curbs appear, ensuring you only use the coloured section of the curb. Then when the nose is in line with turn 10, aim for the corner and hold the pedal down. Cut the inside curb or get close to it if you want more stability. Use all of the track on exit, and now we've got the back straight before the final corner coming up. You only need one more corner to get the perfect lap. Turn 11, brake at or just after the 50-meter board and turn in at exactly the same point. Send the car towards the inside 5th gear, then once you get as close as possible or even touch the curb, get on the power hard and allow the car to wash out wide. Keep doing this until you have full traction, then bring the car nice and tight to the right to minimize track distance up to the line, even putting 2 wheels over the pit lane entry line and across the line to set at 1 minute 18.258, and that's how you get into the top 50 drivers in the world. The setup for this video is on screen now, and if you want to tailor this for the race situation, decrease the rear downforce only to try and make overtaking easier and help with rotation. Don't change the differential to also make rotating the car easier. Leave the suspension geometry as it is to improve lap time. Soften the suspension slightly for consistency, but keep the ride height the same to maintain the best grip and straight line speed. Leave the brake pressure as it is, but increase the brake bias to help with stability and tyre wear. Then with the tyres, start from the value shown on your screen and either increase or lower the pressures with practice to make sure that you find your perfect window for the tyre temperatures. Make sure you subscribe for our next hot lap, like the video if you've improved, comment below how much you've improved by. Thank you very much to Rullatorn for completing this hot lap for us. Good luck and let's race.